Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Mike 20. Mike 20. Ran out.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second and 9, Goff. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Goff. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yellow. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Kill.
Here's Bell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Attack! 53, check.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Watch the slant. Watch 27. Motion. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Hey, watch this. Easy.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start, but a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He returns the punt 61 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, Lou, lady! Mike, squeeze, double.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check, hot route, hot, bang, undercrunch.
I got him, back's mine, I got him.
Yellow. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and finding the tight end Hooper. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
53, Mike 53. Bandit. 25, check 25. 6 guard, check 6 guard.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll get this to Eckler. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Bell. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set up, 60 or.
53.
Hey, you.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Yo, go, go. Get it.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Check 99.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
And an alley to run. A big play there just before halftime. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Whip. Watch the whip.
6'6", bullet high.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Todd Gurley, as the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get out.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Down. 10-2 soft.
Rip right, rip right.
Falk now, a 1st down throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Falk. And he fires one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
High 7.
Right there.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah,
there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Nowhere there to escape, and he goes down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 41 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Elliott Good with a PAT. And that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Falk. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, kill.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
We go tonight. Mike 20.
54. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
Check.
76. 76.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Leonard Williams drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because...
And he can't find room to run. Bell's going to go down, and that is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Now Goff on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hold on. Check.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Go!
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go one more.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Let's get there.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Mahomes firing complete. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Falk now, perfect since the 2nd half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A good lane to run there for Bell as he'll get about 7 on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3, Falk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. 3rd down here. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Protein spill.
Check 24. Check 13. Check 13.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Hey, Charlie. Hit it.
To try again after the sack. Falk looking deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Rocky Sin, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Shell. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Here we go.
Rip left, rip left.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. There's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Again, it's Bell. Bell, 1st down and then some. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Bell running on 1st down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Hey, Echo.
Mike 5. Mike 5. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Coming. Snap.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Falk. That is caught at the 7. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling it. All right? You didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep into playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did! So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Falk caught here by Bell. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Falk. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Falk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.